Hello, my name is Joshua Odmark. I'm the CTO and co-founder of Pandio. Today I'm going to demonstrate deploying a PandioML pipeline to the Pandio platform. So what we're looking at here is me logged into my Pandio.com dashboard, and I'm looking at my sort of cluster that I've set up here for this demonstration. You can easily register with Pandio.com through the Pandio CLI. You just do Pandio CLI space register space your email address. It'll automatically create an account for you on Pandio.com, as well as add a cluster to your account and give you free credits. So you can do all that with one command from the Pandio CLI. So now I'm also going to show you another cool thing you can do with a single command. So here I am in PyCharm. What we're looking at here is a function that I've created. So this is my pipeline. So what it basically does is it's trying to determine if a form submission from a website is spam or not. Since this is just dummy data, my label here is just if there's Yahoo or Hotmail in the email address. So this is a fictitious example. But assuming you had labeled data, you would just grab that classification here. In this case, is it spam or is it not spam? So that's what we're trying to achieve here. And here's just traditional feature extraction, vectorizing some of the fields from the form. So you'll see here, just very traditional, first name, last name, email, and then a timestamp that I've turned into a couple separate features. So very straightforward. What I want to do now is deploy this to the Pandio platform. This allows me to run it in production. So all we have to do here is write this command and execute it. So just going to call the Pandio CLI function upload. So this will actually send it and deploy it to the Pandio platform, and then we just specify the folder, the absolute or the relative path from where the command's running to the project folder, which is this guy here. And then as part of this, we can change these config parameters are used when it's deployed on the Pandio platform. So this is what we're going to name it. So we'll see this name appear in the Pandio platform. So let's execute this command and let it do its thing. All right, so what basically just happened is the Pandio CLI packaged up the tool for you. So the folder that you specified, it packaged it up and prepared it to be deployed on the Pandio platform. So it does all this for you. You don't have to worry about anything. If you follow building a pipeline with PandioML, it'll automatically run on the Pandio platform. So now we've successfully uploaded it. So now we should see it in our Pandio dashboard. So let's go ahead and refresh this page. And before we dive into this, what we'll do is we'll go back to the editor, and you'll see that I specified a couple requirements. So these are the packages that my pipeline needs to run. So you just, as you would expect, create a requirements file, and the Pandio platform will handle installing that for you. So let's go to the dashboard here. So you'll see that it saw it, and then now there's none running yet because it's starting up. So basically what that means is it's deploying to the Pandio platform, actually putting your code out into a place to run it, and then it's installing all of your requirements, and then it'll be available here shortly once it completes all that. Oops, I paused the recording. Sorry about that, but let's just refresh the page here. Awesome. So less than a minute, we deployed and have our function running. So now we can sort of click in here and see some of the very interesting details. So some of the configuration parameters that I specified in that config file are available here. This is the topic that you need to place an event or message on for it to be read by your pipeline. That's also specified inside of your config file here. So the input topic, and it can be an array of topics, so it can be many. but this is what I specified, and you'll see that same exact value is available here. It's running with Python. That's always going to be the case because PandioML is Python. And then very powerful is we can see the logs. So you may have this running successfully locally. It should run just fine on the Pandio platform, but for any case you want to see the logs, this has the streaming logs available for you. So you can see everything that sort of happened. You can see the libraries that got installed based on your requirements. PandioML is automatically added for you, so you don't need to specify in your requirements. If you do, no problem, but it's handled for you automatically. And then you can see that your function is now waiting for the first message to come in. And that's as simple as it is, and you can just keep deploying pipelines and data sets as much as you want. And then here's where you can see them running, what they're doing, how they're configured, and what their logs are sort of showing you. It's that simple. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration. I invite you to deploy your own functions and play around with PandioML. Like I mentioned earlier, everybody gets some free credits and their own cluster to work with. So it makes it very easy to set up a pipeline or a data set and deploy it to the Pandio platform, all from the Pandio CLI tool. You don't actually ever need to visit pandio.com, but there is some nice dashboards and debugging capabilities here if needed. Thank you for watching this video.